Did you hit the button?
Yes.
Okay.
It's working. Alright.
Welcome into episode 9? 8? 9. 9. It's episode 9. Fuck you, it's 9.
I believe it is 9, but
Fuck you.
make sure on the thingamajig.
9. As the Germans would say, for no.
It is 9.
That's what I fucking thought. Alright, welcome into the Pretty Geek Podcast. As you can tell, my voice still sounds like a garbage disposal because some of us don't know how to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
That'd be me. I'm fucking god awful.
It doesn't sound that bad.
It doesn't when I listen back to it, but
yeah.
in my head I sound awesome.
Yeah.
If I could just my everyday speaking voice, I think I'd be pretty happy with it.
It sounds better than it did Saturday.
Yeah, it's consistently getting better.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's because I don't drink enough whiskey. I think that's why my throat hurts.
Some whiskey.
Some whiskey?
What? Gotta get the what? Like whipped cream?
I'm gonna whip you in the balls.
Cool Whip?
Say whip. No, say cool whip. Cool whip. Ah! Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H? Anyway, dumb family got references aside. So, Mikey, I fucking love sports.
Me too.
And that's something that
that's the entire point of the mini beef sliders.
And that's most of the things that we talk about.
Yeah. Besides
anime and basically things we talk about on this podcast.
Yeah.
And I love a good rivalry. You know, the Texas rivalry was Texas-Oklahoma one was recently.
The Texas-Oklahoma game is always a good game.
It is.
Most of the time.
It always is. You know, so
every once in a while you get a blowout, but
so is the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, Alabama and Auburn.
It's the games that even like if one team is ranked number 1 and one team's like 3 and 9, there's always the chance that 3 and 9 team could win.
Oh yeah, records go out the window for these kind of games. So let's talk about some of the great rivalries of our time.
Okay.
Like, we're not going to go back to the fucking cornstalk age of Nebraska and whoever the fuck they played back then.
Not going to go back to the Bug Eaters versus Doane.
Yeah.
Back in like 1903.
It was a quality matchup between two perennial powerhouses.
Can you imagine if that game happened now?
Honestly,
holy crap!
I'm not a betting man, but I may give Doane a little bit of an edge.
I would not.
This year, I'd give him a little bit of an edge.
I would not. I'm at practice every day. I would not. Jack would get fucked up real fast.
You're just calling them a bunch of pussies, aren't you?
Yes. Well, the offensive line is
better luck with.
But the offensive line would get destroyed.
Anyway,
just run a blitz every play.
I know. I watched the wide receiving core. They're not good. Anyway, some great rivalries of our time. Texas Oklahoma was obviously a big one. When we were
some of these are historic rivalries too,
right?
But just rivalries that carry over through generations.
Yeah, and since I've been paying attention before Nebraska left the Big 12, it was Nebraska-Texas.
Nebraska-Texas, Nebraska-Colorado, Nebraska-Oklahoma is always a good one.
Nebraska-Colorado was arguably the most bullshit of all of them.
Yes, but it was a rivalry.
Because the Colorado fans were the biggest douchebags.
They still are.
That's very true.
Like,
I've literally never seen a college game, where there were people throwing beer bottles and shit onto the field.
Right, at players, and
it was god awful.
Yeah. I don't know. It's in the past. We'll see that this next year when Nebraska goes to Boulder. We know we will. And
oh yeah.
Hopefully we win this time.
Hopefully. Fuck.
Anyway,
Some other great ones. Obviously, I mentioned the Iron Bowl. That one, I mean, we know about the kick six,
which is the for any people that might be not sports savvy, is Alabama versus Auburn.
the Battle of Alabama.
Yeah. We have one going on right now. The Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees.
Yep.
That's always a good one. There's always at least one fight a year in the Red Sox Yankees games.
Oh yeah, regular season don't matter.
Yeah.
Fucking Boston fans hate New York fans.
Yeah, and New York fans hate Boston fans. Like,
I agree.
Just in general, like.
I do think more of the animosity is on the Boston people.
I do too, but Boston people are just an angrier bunch.
That's because they got more gingers.
Yeah.
Damn Irish.
Fucking Bill Burr.
That guy's fucking funny though.
Yeah. They're all angry because they're associated with Bill Burr and Louis C.K.
I wouldn't be angry if I was associated with Bill Burr. Louis C.K. on the other hand, I may not want to associate with. I'll tell you this though, another great rivalry, including the Boston team, is Boston, L.A.
Yeah.
In basketball.
The Dodgers and the Giants is always a good one. Cubs, Cardinals. The Major League Baseball has a lot
of good rivalries.
Good rivalries. Maybe not historic rivalries, but just good rivalries.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Royals and the Giants became rivals through the two World Series they played against each other.
They can eat our dicks.
Honestly, I
don't know. I hold no ill will towards the Royals. I do hate the Dodgers. I'm a San Francisco Giants fan, in case anyone was like, what do you mean?
And you're like a borderline Yankee fan.
I associate with the Yankees. It's more of a family thing than a personal, like, passion. Like, it's just I grew up around the team, so you kind of just hold on to it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I chose the Giants for myself, for my team. If I had to pick another rival for the Giants, that'd be really hard, to be honest with you. It's just the Dodgers.
Well, yes,
fuck the Dodgers.
That's the same way with the Yankees. Is really, like, you can say the Mets, but can you?
I mean, besides what was that, 2001, the Subway Series?
The Subway Series.
Besides that, no.
No, not
they haven't
really.
both been good at the same time.
No, in that year you had Roger Clemens throwing the broken bat at Mike Piazza, and that was a shit show.
Well, that's an immortalized fucking sports clip now.
Yeah,
that's one of the ones that goes down as like the
right. If you had to
need to see this,
right. Is that the same way with the Kobe Bryant flinch thing with Matt Barnes?
I don't think it's on that level.
That's more of a meme, I think, now.
Or a GIF.
Or a GIF, yeah. A GIF.
I swear to fuck, I will beat your ass right now. If you guys hear the mic go silent for about 4 seconds, it's because I'm elbow dropping Mike in the fucking face.
If you hear,
if you hear, fuck, it's because I dropped him in the fucking mouth. No, but the Lakers-Celtics rivalry was amazing because it was the 80s before our time.
Right.
But then it got revived.
With Magic and Bird.
Yeah, and then it got revived. Like someone breathed life back into it after the Big Three trade.
Kobe and Garnett.
Kobe, Powell, and Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher on those teams?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Against,
Artest for like a year.
Yeah. His name was Meta World Peace, thank you very much.
No, it's not. He's always going to be Ron Artest.
Are you saying Chad Ochocinco is not Chad Ochocinco?
He's Chad Johnson, dude.
He changed it back, I think.
Yeah, I think he did.
But he didn't.
He realized he was stupid.
He did technically change his name to that.
Yeah.
But, you had the Celtics and
yeah, because when he wore a fake nameplate
And
that said Ocho Cinco, and Carson Palmer walked up to him and ripped it off.
Yeah, because Palmer was like, "What the fuck are you doing, you jackass?"
I think that's another clip that's kind of famous in sports.
Yeah, because it's just I honestly,
and that's my quarterback.
Yeah, that too. I think those two clips are the changing of the guard to the wide receivers of the Divas now.
Yeah.
Those two things, the quarterback ripping off
the Terrell Owenses, the Chad Johnsons, the Randy Mosses.
Yeah.
Even Odells.
Even going back to Chris Carter. Chris Carter was like that too.
And Chris Carter could catch everything.
Well, so could Tim Brown, but you didn't see him.
So could Fred Biletnikoff.
No, they didn't name a trophy after him or anything.
No, they should have named it the Stickum Trophy. But that's a different time.
That was before Stickum was illegal.
Freaking making catches with his wrists.
That's like saying the Barry Bonds home runs don't count because he was on steroids. It's a different time.
There are people that say that, which is bullshit. But
Babe Ruth played before there were
How
Americans allowed to be in the
How
league.
do we know that Babe Ruth wasn't on steroids?
Because he was drinking beer and smoking cigars on the field.
How do we know Babe Ruth wasn't on steroids?
Because he was a fat slob. From all accounts.
To be fair, Barry Bonds was pretty fat.
He is.
Near the end.
No,
like when he hit that record break, he was pretty fat.
Yeah, I mean I never said he was a thin guy. But he was like buff. Babe Ruth was just like a guy who owned a bowling alley. You're welcome.
Could have seen him in like the background of Big Lebowski or some shit.
Yes. He could have been the guy who owned the bowling alley in Big Lebowski. Okay, imagine Babe Ruth in a bowling shirt. Makes fucking sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. In one of those Charlie Sheen 2.5 Men shirts.
Oh yeah, the black with the two big, fat, wide stripes on them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure.
The drunk, the alcoholic drug user shirt.
Yeah, and then pencil in a little bit of a stash on him, make him balding on the back. Bam, bowling alley owner.
Yep. Literally pencil in a stash. Like you don't even have to have a mustache. Just draw it in every day.
Hey, little man, you want to put some quarters in that machine over there?
You want to make $5? Take this pencil and follow me into the bathroom.
You want to buff these balls? No, seriously, I need these clean before the next group comes in an hour.
I'll pay like $20, kid. Come on.
Come on.
I don't have any employees left. They all left because I asked them if they wanted to buff my balls.
No one can get a joke in these days.
I said it really creepy like this.
I said it nice and soft, so they thought I was being friendly.
I snuck up behind him and went, "Do you want to buff my balls?"
And I said it in a soft voice, so they knew I wasn't threatening them.
My Michael Jackson impression. Did it? God damn it.
That got out of hand.
They're ignorant.
I would like to apologize to the Babe Ruth family on behalf of us, because that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, those allegations are wrong. They're ignorant.
Don't get me started on allegations. Babe Ruth is innocent.
They're ignorant.
Babe Ruth is innocent, though. Yeah. But the asterisk next to Barry Bonds is bullshit.
Yeah.
You're not going to put an asterisk next to anybody else.
Yeah.
Roger Clemens is one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Barry Bonds.
Mark McGwire might be another thing, too.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
Only because he was like, I never did that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he's still,
mm-hmm.
like...
To this day.
It's proven that he did, and he's like, nope.
Nope. Never did it. Never lost.
He's just Dominican. He's that good.
But I will say, Sammy Sosa in Backyard Baseball.
Oh, jeez. Same
motherfucking monster.
Frank Thomas in Backyard Baseball.
Dude, Backyard Baseball, unsung hero of the fucking early 2000s.
Whenever you would get the aluminum bat.
No, dear fuck. You just home run 30 at that point.
I remember I was playing somebody in Backyard Baseball because it was a 2-player game, I think.
Yeah, it was.
And I got the aluminum bat for like 5 bats in a row.
Oh yeah,
It was ridiculous.
there was one computer character in that game. I don't know what the fuck his name was.
Was he the little short kid?
The little short kid.
Pablo
yeah.
Sanchez.
That motherfucker was a beast.
I'll admit, when MLB The Show came out, I made Pablo Sanchez.
Oh fuck yeah, you did. That's amazing.
Made him as short as possible.
I'm proud of you for doing that. That's amazing. Yeah, that's great.
I couldn't help myself.
Okay, do you want me to really make you feel old for a second?
Okay.
Tom Brady was a starting quarterback in backyard football.
He was. That's right.
Vinny Testaverde was in that game, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, jeez.
Vinny fucking Testaverde.
One of the greatest football names of all time.
Dude, that guy sounds like he should be selling used cars with built-in smokes in them.
Selling used cars on the side from his mob business.
Yeah, and he's a lawyer. I'm kidding, that's my Cousin Vinny reference.
The Utes.
That's a good movie, though.
Well, what's a Ute? Youths. Oh.
No, but Vinny Testaverde, solid quarterback.
Yeah. He was. People give a lot of shit to Vinny Testaverde. There we go. I figured it out.
Yep.
But he was a pretty solid quarterback for a while.
Speaking of solid quarterbacks,
Eli Manning is not one of them.
yes, neither is Joe Flacco.
No.
Who is, though? Drew Brees.
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico could throw over that mountain over there.
So many movie references. Holy crap.
Don't doubt Uncle Rico. Dude, when he picks up that stick and hits Napoleon in the fucking face with it, magic. Magic.
This is the 9th episode of this podcast, so I guess you could say it's getting pretty serious.
This is pretty serious. So many times did that guy remind me of my stepbrother.
Wait, Napoleon or
Kip.
Kip?
It was, yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about, too.
Oh, good lord. Anyway, we were talking about sports
Backyard
rivalries.
baseball. Backyard baseball.
Yeah. Sports rivalries. Anyway.
Yep.
We can talk about backyard baseball another time.
So many good times.
Yeah. Green Bay, Chicago is always a good one.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? No, Green Bay and like the entire NFC North.
Yeah, that.
And it's the same way with like all the NFC East teams.
It is
too.
for them. It's not for anybody else.
Yeah.
Like I don't see Patriots Bills and I'm like, oh yeah.
Or maybe Patriots Jets.
I would say
If you had to pick a rivalry for each division,
okay, let's do it.
just one.
All right, hold on.
Or you can lump them all together.
All right, hold on. Let me pull up the division so I know who I'm talking about when I do this.
Do you want me to do it?
No, I can do it, you cock.
Let's see who gets there first.
I'm there. I win.
Cool.
Suck my ass. All right, AFC East. We should talk about these. New England, Miami, Buffalo, I almost said New Jersey. I saw NYJ and my brain was like, NJ, New Jersey. Do you know this? I would say
it's New England, New York.
yeah, I agree to that. All right, Cincinnati, Baltimore, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Yeah. No question.
Yeah, no question about it. AFC South, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Houston, Indianapolis.
Indy, Tennessee.
I'm gonna say yes.
Or Indy and Jacksonville.
I would honestly.
You could probably interchange those.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it's more Houston, Indy, because of recent success. Because Jacksonville hasn't been good until last year, and he
Yeah.
hasn't been good for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
KC, LA, Denver,
Oakland, KC.
I'm gonna say Denver, KC.
I think the AFC West is another one of those teams.
That's
where
kind of all.
they're
of
pretty
them.
interchangeable.
That's kind of all of them. Yeah,
The NFC East interchangeable. NFC North
interchangeable.
NFC South.
I'm gonna say Atlanta, Carolina.
I would say Atlanta, New Orleans.
All right.
And then the NFC West. Rams, Seahawks. Yeah.
Yeah. No questions.
Okay. Let me give you this conference.
Alright.
As far as the AFC has KC, Cincinnati, New England, Tennessee, LA, the Chargers, Baltimore, Miami, Jacksonville, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Houston, the Jets, Denver, Oakland, and Indianapolis.
That's a lot of words you just threw at me.
Let's look at it.
What are you telling me about this?
Never mind.
No. Hit me with the question.
I asked you the question like 2 minutes ago.
Hit me with
It was a conference wide
biggest rivalry in the conference?
Yes.
So cross divisional.
Yeah, I guess I should have.
Steelers, Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say Oakland Patriots.
Interesting, because the Tuck rule.
Yes. 100% the Tuck rule. Fuck the Tuck rule.
Are you biased because you're a Raiders fan?
Maybe a little bit.
I think it was a pass.
Of course you do.
I'm kidding. It was definitely a fumble. It was a fumble. I'm sorry. It was.
Literally 49 states think it's a fumble.
What's the one? I'm kidding.
I was just about to say, you better be kidding.
It's Massachusetts, obviously.
It's Colorado.
It's actually Georgia. Because they didn't know how to fill it out because they're dumb. Did I just take a shot at all people who live in Georgia?
I think so.
Yeah, fuck them.
Oh well.
What are you going to do?
Anywho.
Alright, then do it for the NFC. Biggest cross-divisional rival for the NFC.
Okay. The NFC
I'm going to say...
has the remaining teams. I'm not going to list them all off.
I'm going to say Green Bay, Dallas.
Okay. I'll take that. I don't have another one.
That's just my off-the-cuff.
Looking at these teams, I don't have
After last year, Minnesota, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Because of the Minnesota Miracle.
Yeah. I could also see the Giants and the Packers.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Because they cost Brett Favre another Super Bowl.
It's Fabre. Please pronounce his name correctly.
It's Favre. It's one of those stupid...
To be fair, it was not... It was because of the fact Favre didn't know how to read coverages and saw there was a too high safety look and didn't realize that outside backer was going hook to curl, and it was an easy interception.
Yeah.
Easy interception.
Yeah.
But that was Favre's thing, though.
Yeah.
He loved throwing interceptions late.
Easy interceptions, too.
Yeah.
All of his interceptions were easy interceptions. They were just...
Not at the velocity he threw the ball, but like where he put the ball.
Yeah.
That fucker was throwing the ball like 80 miles an hour for no reason.
Well, he was a gunslinger. He essentially created the gunslinger quarterback.
He literally, this is not a metaphor, he literally had a cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
He was killing people. Donald Driver was interviewed and he's like, dude, I hate after practice, my hands are fucking red. He's like, practice squad guys will break their fingers, like,
because they'll jam their finger and...
Yeah, trying to fucking swat a pass, and then you lose your goddamn hand.
Kind of like Ronnie Lott.
Yes.
Who literally amputated a couple of his fingers so he could play sooner. Because the rehab on a broken finger would have taken longer than the rehab on an amputated finger.
Because that's what a badass would do.
Yes.
In our Madden game, Ronnie Lott had like 9 interceptions, though.
I was at like the 20-yard line. We were doing like the fourth quarter was all Hail Marys. and
with our punters.
With our punters. You had Ray Guy, I had Marquette King.
Who dastardly good.
Yeah. They, it was, I threw to Gronk like 5 times. Every time, Ronnie Lott would hit him super hard, and he would drop the ball.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
The dude was god level breaking our passes.
and then I finally threw to Gronk, and he finally hung onto the damn ball.
And then I got a safety, and I lost that game because the fucking dipshit didn't know how to pick up a kickoff. God, I'm still mad about that.
That's because I accidentally went for 2 instead of kicking the field goal.
And then
going to overtime.
And then my dumbass was like, I'll just let this ball roll into the end zone. Oh wait, it stopped at the 2. This guy picks it up. Let's flop it back into the end zone. Safety. Game over. Fuck. Oh, I was so mad. I'm still not over it.
Priceless. Anyway.
So some some good hockey rivalries for those of you who love the good NHL. Toronto and Boston. That's a fucking rivalry in hockey.
That's the only one I know.
Yep, and that's the only big one. Because most of those teams haven't been around a lot.
Maybe Anaheim and somebody.
I could see that. Anaheim and...
maybe LA. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know, honestly.
Like, we just don't know hockey, honestly.
I know the Nashville Predators, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
I think Anaheim and San Jose are rivals.
Maybe.
The Shacks and the Ducks. The damn Quackers.
Yeah. Anyway.
MLS. I'm kidding.
No, we're not... No. We're not embarrassing ourselves again.
I mean, big soccer rivalries, obviously, Manchester and...
Manchester.
And Real Madrid.
Manchester and Manchester.
Manchester United and Real Madrid, right?
No.
Is that not
It's Manchester United and Manchester City.
Really?
Yes!
I'm looking that up. You're a fucking liar.
Okay. Look it up. See, I'm right. We're going to take this...
Soccer... Not Dr. Rivalries, you dumbass.
Dr. Rivalries.
Soccer rivalries. Not coaches, you stupid motherfucker. There we go. Okay. Biggest ones. Apparently, in Europe, they call them derbies, not rivalries.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Real Madrid and Barcelona. My bad. That's what I was thinking of, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because it's Messi and Ronaldo.
AC Milan and Inter Milan.
Most of them are inter-country rivalries.
Manchester United, Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Manchester and Man City. Milan and... I don't know how to say that. Juventus.
It's some, like, Spanish. Like,
alright, I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Fuck yourselves.
It's whatever... It's the team that Ronaldo went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
People in Europe.
Biggest rivalries in pro wrestling, Mikey. Hit me with them. I don't know shit about it.
Stone Cold The Rock. Hogan Andre. Hogan Randy Savage. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. There's a lot, dude. There's like one like every couple weeks.
All right.
Like
I just wanted
like those are the bigger ones.
I just wanted to satisfy our pro wrestling fans out there.
Yeah, those are the bigger ones. That
professional bowling rivalries.
The ball versus the pins. I don't know professional bowlers.
God damn it.
I don't know professional bowlers.
Man.
I don't know what to say.
Chris Paul versus James Harden.
What?
They're both really good bowlers, actually. Chris Paul is a semi-professional bowler in his off time. Yes. He has
Interesting.
he has a bowling tournament he puts on for charity.
I think
It's
I
a
did know
celebrity
that.
bowling tournament.
Yeah.
I watched it
Because
one
I saw
time.
Kevin Hart like freak out because he got a strike once.
Yeah. James Harden's really good at bowling too. That's why they're friends in Houston. They became teammates so they could bowl together more.
Yeah. Kind of like
Has nothing to do with championships.
kind of like LeBron and Dwayne Wade became friends to ride on a banana boat.
Banana hammock.
Maybe. I don't know what they do in Miami on their downtown.
Other basketball rivalries besides the LA Boston.
Chicago, LA.
I could see that.
Maybe Chicago, Cleveland. I don't know.
I would say
That's more of a divisional thing, though.
the Knicks gotta have a rival, don't they?
Yeah, I can't think of who it is.
I don't know. Probably somebody shitty.
Yeah, probably.
Because they're shitty.
Yeah, because they're the Knicks, and the Knicks are consistently shitty.
I think you could almost put San Antonio, Golden State as a rivalry at this point.
You could probably put San Antonio, Miami as a rivalry,
True. You could.
just because of the history they have in the finals.
Golden State, Cleveland? That's gone now.
Yeah, it's
Let-
only a rivalry if LeBron's in Cleveland.
Okay, so the new rivalry is Golden State, LeBron.
Yes,
Okay.
pretty much. I mean,
Dirk Nowitzki against Age.
yes,
It's quite a rivalry.
yes.
Who's going to win?
Kobe Bryant versus passing. The age-old meme. Never lets me down.
Kobe for accuracy, Yeet for power.
So true.
So, from what we've been, kind of going through, there's a common thread. Is Boston for sure,
Right.
and
New York for sure. And both these cities have quite a few pro sports teams.
I think
And a very large, very vast history of good sports.
yes.
Mainly from baseball, but you have a good
Baseball.
you have a couple good
Some basketball.
you have a couple good basketball teams historically. A couple good Giants teams or a couple good Jets teams, every once in a while, but just consistently good. The
Baseball.
Yankees, yeah, the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
You
Consistently a game.
yeah, because you can. You know what we forgot
What?
for pro rivalries?
What?
New England, the Patriots versus the Giants.
And Patriots Colts.
Yeah, or is that more Tom Brady, Peyton Manning? You know what I mean?
I don't know. That's a hard.
Because that's how it started,
But
really. Because it was the two best in the league.
going at it. Not that way. Yes, that way. No,
Figure it out for yourselves.
I'm not going to tell you what Mike just did.
Figure it out for yourselves.
I'll give you a hint. It involves Sid Mike. Get it? Don't hurt yourself.
Okay. So it was actually a topic on the radio that I was listening to. It was after one of the Boston and New York games earlier this week.
Cool. All right. And what was the topic?
Okay. It was Boston and New York Mount Rushmore for athletes, the best players historically to ever come out of these cities.
Okay, I have two clarification questions.
Okay.
First one, are they two separate?
Yes.
Okay. Second question, how far back are we going for this? As far as I have knowledge on?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Well, do you know who Ted Williams is?
The singer?
No. He's a baseball player. Okay, so that's a no.
No, I have no idea who Ted Williams is. Who do you play for?
He played for Boston.
Okay.
He's one of the best players Boston's ever had.
What years?
Let me look.
Was
He's an older.
If
player.
it's before 2004, I don't remember it. I only know historically great.
He died in 2002.
He died in 2002,
Yeah,
which means he probably played in like the 80s.
39 to 60.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, he has a career average of 344.
Okay, so before that. So we're going to go
Yeah.
after that time.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
I
go
don't know
for
what the
that.
fuck that is.
Yeah.
You can put him in yours, but
Yeah.
based on my knowledge.
Yeah, we'll just go from.
What
where you-
city do you want to start with?
I'll start with Boston because
Alright.
New York's pretty easy, but Boston's more debate, I guess.
I think if we wanted to, we could throw a third city in here and do LA also.
Okay, let's do LA.
We really want to go for a sweep, we'd throw Chicago in here too.
Chicago's just
Michael Jordan.
Michael
4 times.
Jordan 4 times. Yeah, Scottie Pippen thrown in there, but
A small.
so we'll do Boston.
A small statue of Mike Ditka.
Yeah, we'll do and this can include coaches too. This doesn't have to be just players.
Fuck. All right, I got
I
Boston.
guess.
Nice and easy.
But we'll throw LA in there too.
Okay, so start with Boston.
Start with Boston.
All right. You want me to go first, or you got it?
Let's go back and forth.
Okay.
I guess because I guess that'll facilitate more debate.
Okay. First person, easiest for me. I'll go first. Bill Russell.
Okay. I don't have much debate for that.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
I would put Bill Russell there too. Mine would be David Ortiz.
I was gonna say him next, so yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
This
Obviously,
is easier than
Tom.
expected.
Yeah, it is. Tom Brady.
Yep.
Do you put Bill Belichick on there?
Nope. Because he wasn't great till he had Tom.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, he was a pretty good coach when he was with the Browns.
I'm gonna hit the Celtics twice on this with Larry Bird.
Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Boston, check that fucker off the list. Crushed it.
All right,
Swish.
New York. Is it just 4 Yankees?
No.
Like, is it just Jeter, Ruth, DiMaggio, and Mantle?
Dr. J. Julius Irving.
He played in Philadelphia.
Did he? I swear he played.
Yes, he played for the Sixers. You're thinking of Patrick Ewing.
You're right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Not all black people look alike. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
No liberal.
That was eye-opening. Julius Irving, you're right, was in Philly. And I'm
Actually-
thinking of-
Okay, so Derek Jeter has to be on there.
yes. Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I would put Jackie Robinson over Babe Ruth.
And he did technically play in
He
Brooklyn.
did. He played in Brooklyn for most of his career. I don't think the Dodgers moved to LA until after he retired. To Google.
I need 2 hands. I just need to switch hands again. So Jackie
Robinson.
Robinson. He's the third. Like, all you had to do was type in Jackie. He was the third person down. You know what the first one was?
Yes.
Jackie Chan.
Of course it was.
Okay. I just want to. I want to see his career. You fucking twats. Okay. Played for the Brooklyn Dodgers his entire career. So
Yeah.
yes, Jackie Robinson would be
100%.
100%. So we got Derek Jeter, we got Jackie.
Yeah.
This is tough. Do you put Joe Namath on there?
I would.
So we have a football player.
Yeah. I think you need at least one football player on each.
I agree. Michael Strahan.
Would you put him over DiMaggio?
No.
I would put DiMaggio over Strahan.
Would you put DiMaggio over Mantle?
Yes, I would.
Interesting.
I think DiMaggio was the better player overall.
What about over Alex Rodriguez?
100% DiMaggio.
Mariano Rivera?
DiMaggio still has just the leg up on that.
Clemens?
Lou Gehrig?
Yeah.
See, that's the conversation.
That one's tough.
Do you put DiMaggio on there, or do you put Lou Gehrig on there?
Lou Gehrig's career was cut short.
Yeah, but he was still Lou Gehrig.
True.
You know?
Is this only people who played professionally in New York, not people who played college ball in New York?
Yeah, we'll limit
Okay.
it to pro.
Because you can put Jim Brown in there because he played at Syracuse.
Yeah, you can put Ernie Davis on there.
Because he was a boss at Syracuse.
Yeah. Jim Brown was too, but you know.
Statistically, Jim Brown had an excellent career.
Yeah.
Should have won a Heisman.
Yeah.
Left the door open
Yeah.
for the man himself.
Yeah. Jim Brown pretty much won Ernie Davis's Heisman. Like,
I mean, Ernie Davis still earned it.
yeah, but the way Jim Brown opened the eyes of people in the 60s to actually, like, considering African Americans for the Heisman.
No, I agree.
Kind of like Jackie Robinson in 42.
Which led to more people being...
Because, you know, that manager didn't care if he was black, white, or had stripes like a zebra.
Is that a direct quote?
That is a direct quote. He says, "I don't care if he's black, white, or has stripes like a zebra. He has a spot on this team, and if you don't like it, there's the door."
That's awesome. Hold on. Give me a second. Do you put George Steinbrenner on here?
That's actually a really good question.
Because we talked about coaches.
Right, but do we want to limit it to just 4? I guess.
I think we can make it 5,
Yeah.
but I don't think we can do 10.
No.
You know?
We can't do like top 50 best players, you know, because Rushmore's not that big,
Right.
you know.
Technically, Rushmore was supposed to have 5 faces on it, so it was supposed to. It never did.
Jefferson,
Lincoln,
Roosevelt.
I think it's only those 4.
I can't believe we're googling this, but like
Rushmore.
apparently the
Yeah, there's only 4 faces on there.
apparently the
Yeah,
second.
there's supposed to be a 5th face that was between Roosevelt and Lincoln's face,
Oh, which makes sense.
which is why there's that crevice.
Yeah. Apparently the thing that comes in on the when you type in Mount is Mount Marty College.
Let me see what happens if I put it down. Look. D. Mount Michael's. It's a high school in Elkhorn. It's a Catholic school. All boys.
Yankton, South Dakota is where Mount Marty is. Catholic Benedictine Co-Educational Liberal Arts College.
Did Dylan play a football game there or something?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Entirely possible. I don't know what.
All right.
They are in the NAIA.
Yeah.
Anyway. Back to. We know how many. We'll do 5 just because
Okay.
Mount Rushmore was originally supposed to have 5. So.
Okay. So we got.
We can count Crazy Horse as the 5th.
That's
You know
pretty
what? No. George Steinbrenner is the Crazy Horse statue of this.
Deal. I'm okay with that.
Boston. Who's this Crazy Horse? That's a really good question, isn't it? Like who deserves a standalone statue?
That's really fucking tough. I would say Bird, but
Yeah.
the argument for Bill Russell's very compelling.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Just of the amount.
You could
of
give it to Tom
championships.
Brady, honestly.
Give it to Tom Brady's diet.
Yeah.
His semi-vegan diet.
And plastic straws.
Fuck.
That's the third time I've made you break down in laughter.
Yeah, I fucking hate you sometimes.
Feels good.
Well, let's move on to LA then.
It's good.
Because we've got Boston down, New York down.
Who was New York? It was Jeter, Robinson,
Yes. Namath.
Namath,
And then
DiMaggio.
And then standalone was Steinbrenner.
Yeah, okay. L.A., Kobe,
Magic.
Magic. Do you want to put Shaq on there?
That's tough.
Yeah, that's the question. Is do you put? We'll skip that.
Do you put Kareem on there?
Can you put Kareem on there without putting Shaq on there?
Can you put Shaq on there without putting Kareem on there?
I think that's a better question. Honestly. And the answer is no.
All around the better player was Kareem.
Yes. More dominating in the paint.
More
was
dominating player was Shaq.
Shaq, just because of his
size.
physical presence was
Yes.
ridiculous.
It also helps that LA Eric Dickerson,
Yeah, Eric Dickerson.
because
That's three.
they were the LA Rams then.
Yep.
Who was the fourth?
And who's the crazy horse?
That's tough.
It's not Kobe or Shaq, because Kobe and Shaq already have statues.
Fuck. Phil Jackson. Does he get the crazy horse statue?
Maybe.
Or does he get it in Chicago?
I think he gets it in Chicago.
That's what I think.
Because Jordan already has his statue in Chicago.
Right.
So,
LA.
would you give the crazy horse statue to Al Davis in LA?
If we're doing California in general, then I would say yes. Because were the Raiders in LA the entire time? For how long was Davis? I guess I don't know the history, so
Yeah, let me.
you're gonna have to learn this.
Breaking news, just so you know, when we're recording this, Drew Brees passed Peyton Manning for most passing yards in NFL history. So that happened. Oakland Raiders
It's tough.
to.
I guess with
I'll just go to Wikipedia because it'll be easier.
with LA, it's hard because they don't have prolific football teams previously.
Yeah.
They had that long stretch of not having them.
Yeah.
And so basketball.
They were in LA from 1982 to 1994.
So yeah, Davis was still in charge then.
Yeah. Well, he was in charge until like 2009.
Yeah.
So.
That's a tough thing because
Yeah.
were the Raiders good to them?
Well, 82 to 89. They won. Let's see a Super Bowl there. Okay, they won 2 Super Bowls in Oakland. Because they won them in 76, 80, and 83.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's still tough.
That is tough. That is tough.
Yeah, I don't know. And they've only won. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm sorry. Obviously, they've only won the AFC every time they go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Obviously.
that makes sense. Well, I'm going to say...
Could you put Gretzky on the LA one? Because he played for the Kings.
Did he spend most of his time with the Rangers, though?
Them or the Oilers. I think it was the Rangers, but...
Then he needs to go on New York's.
Yeah.
Fuck!
We had Jeter... Then you take off Namath. You take off Namath from New York and put in Gretzky.
His fucking shit. Like Canada. No, that's his national team record. Fuck you, I want a pro record. Stupid motherfuckers. NHL career, thank you, dickheads. Edmonton for 9 years. Yeah, he only played in Edmonton, so that's Canada. So Gretzky's not on there. Keep Namath. Crushed it. Oh God, what are you looking up now?
This is Wikipedia, so... And I know for a fact that he didn't only play for Edmonton. So... There's no way he only played for Edmonton. Let's go to Britannica. Britannica literally has a picture of him in a Rangers uniform. So, with the Oilers to 4 Stanley Cups. Following the 1987-88 season, he was traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Won the Art Ross Memorial Trophy, NHL leading, which is the NHL leading scorer.
Edmonton, then LA,
Then New York, then
St. Louis, New York. Season over, career over.
Yeah.
So he only had 3 seasons in New York, so I don't think he deserves to go on that.
No.
Because he had more seasons in LA.
Yeah. Yeah, so if we would do a Canada West, obviously Gretzky's on there.
No, if we did a hockey, obviously.
Yeah.
He's the standing alone one.
I think Gretzky, like if we did a Chicago one, it's all Jordan.
Right.
I think if we do a hockey one, it's all Gretzky.
Yeah.
Maybe a little statue of, like, Ovechkin. Or something, you know.
I'd find some other hockey player to put on there.
Yeah.
I think LA is definitely going to be basketball heavy. So
Yeah.
what you could do is do a Lakers one, and the standalone's Eric Dickerson.
Yeah. Maybe you could put Bo Jackson on there. Because when he played football, he played in LA, I think. No, sorry. What is Oakland?
Do you put Clayton Kershaw on there?
That's what we forgot. We forgot to consider the Dodgers when we were thinking of that.
Yes, we did. That's why I thought of Clayton Kershaw.
I can't think of any better Dodgers. Dodger fans might
Pretty good.
Dodger fans might get mad about that I can't think of any better Dodgers than Clayton Kershaw, but
Do you put Mike Trout on there? Anaheim.
I think he's... That's a good question. I don't know.
Because
I would put Kershaw on there before I put Mike Trout on there.
even though he's been an MVP more often.
Yes. I don't know. Because
That's a tough call because
Yeah.
it's the stats versus the awards.
right.
I mean, neither one has a ring, so it doesn't really matter.
No, Kershaw probably should have gotten one last year, but
Hey,
that's beside the point.
shut your poor mouth. Dodgers don't deserve a ring.
If he had pitched as many games as Madison Bumgarner did, Against the Royals, he would have.
If he could hit a ball like Madison Bumgarner, they
If
would
Yu
won.
Darvish could fucking pitch.
Yu Darvish had a Cy Young level season the year before too. That guy was good.
And then he got hurt this year. Salary for Clayton Kershaw is apparently $32 million.
That's it.
Good God. He signed through 2020.
Yeah.
Career ERA of 2.39.
That's pretty nice.
Yep. 153 and 69 is his career record.
I hope he never loses another game.
His best year was 2011, where he was 2014, where he's 21-3 with a 1.7 ERA.
Who won the World Series that year?
2014? Yeah, I know. Okay. Just by looking at your face.
Fucking dying.
Yeah, I think you probably can put Kershaw on there before Trout, but
Yeah.
I think if there were 5 faces, you would put Kershaw and Trout.
Right.
But if you had to pick only one, I would pick Kershaw.
Deal. Well, what else were we going to talk about?
You mentioned in a previous episode something about big band music.
Oh, I can teach you about big band music.
Because we talked about Sinatra and how if you've never heard of Sinatra, go get cultured.
Okay, so, hold on, give me a second. Okay. So, during the 40s and 50s,
Uh-huh.
there was the art of big band music, and so what would happen is, sorry, I had to burp. You would go to like a concert hall, and it would be like, it'd be like Carnegie Hall, something like that,
Right.
where it's a stage, and then there's a nice auditorium. It's not like a fucking, it's not like Madison Square Garden.
Right.
And so you'd show up, and sometimes there would be... Sorry, my throat hurts. There would be, your opening act, like always, and then the actual artist would come on. Usually, it would be someone incredible, Frank Sinatra,
Dean Martin.
of the times.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question.
Frank Sinatra Jr.
Do you know how many members of the orchestra have to be present for it to be technically considered a big band?
6?
10.
Really?
There must be 10 members in the band for it to be considered a big band.
Interesting.
Yeah, I recently learned that information. And so, most of these guys were for hire, kind of. They were street performers.
Right. They didn't really have record labels back then.
Yeah, you didn't have you had the...
You didn't have Death Row and
you had
stuff like that,
You had the,
I could see Sinatra being a member of Death Row Records. Shady Aftermath.
Because you had the New York Philharmonic,
Right.
But those guys weren't gonna play a big band concert in some fucking rundown place. And so a lot of those performers were just street performers, like a lot of the musicians, trumpet players.
Suits.
And, they were just guys that you could just pick up and, at a local jazz club
Yeah.
and bring on. And the thing that happened was there was a lot of controversy around the fact that some big band singers wanted to bring in black musicians.
Right.
And in the 40s and 50s,
Sammy Davis.
that's not going to fly.
No.
And so those guys end up creating the underground jazz scene when the African Americans, performers did those things. And
then Sammy Davis became a member of the Rat Pack. And
and then everything changed.
yeah. But anyway.
So, there's your little culture on big bands
and you said something about how it should come. You feel like it should come back.
It should come back because the style of music is very
elegant.
It's elegant. It's relaxing. It's very harmony.
It wasn't auto-tuned. It was straight voice.
Mm-hmm. You were given a microphone and you had actual human beings playing the other instruments.
Right. You didn't have a computer coming up with a drum beat or what I guess whatever you want to.
You weren't. Yeah, you didn't have the synthesizer. You didn't have the auto-tune. It was your voice with a microphone, and then
I'm kind of curious at what Sinatra would sound like auto-tuned.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I bet we can find some YouTube that
I'm sure we can.
That fucked up his voice, but that's a
like just cleaned it up a little bit, you know? Because I guess that's more what auto-tune is. It's what auto-tune's supposed to be for.
And then they made it so it sounds like you're a robot. T-Pain.
T-Pain. There we go. It was T something. I wanted to say T-Wayne, but
nope.
T-Pain.
If Lil Wayne and T-Pain had a baby, T-Wayne and Lil Pain. That might actually be actual fucking.
That sounds like a bodyguard. Lil Pain.
Sounds like something you would call an STD.
Yeah. Lil Pain my ass.
Well, holy fuck, we're at an hour.
Yep.
Look at that. We fucking bullshitted our way through it.
Just like last episode.
And you were worried.
Yeah.
I was worried too.
Yeah. You were more worried than I was.
Well, I get worried and then I just stop giving a fuck and then we just talk and then suddenly it's an hour and then ba-bam! Alright, well, for those of you who haven't heard this before, and those of you who've heard it plenty of times,
say it with us.
Don't be a bitch. That was terrible. But
even if you're out in public, even if you're at the airport, just look right at the TSA officer. Don't be a bitch.
And to be fair, to bring it all the way back to the first episode, we can edit that out.